You know what I was thinking? I think we probably should be praying for Russia too, right? Just as we pray for Ukraine. Now, both of those terms obviously mean different things, depending on who you're talking to. But what I mean by that is the people themselves. You know, people blame Russia for what's happening in Ukraine. They don't mean the Russian people, do they? They mean the Russian government. The oligarchs, the people that actually rule Russia. And in fact, the people in Russia have a lot of commonalities with the people in the United States. We both live in an oligarchical society. And there are a lot of rich people and powerful people ruling over us, or powerful militaries. So in a lot of ways, they're in a helpless position just like we are. And not only in just those ways, I mean, culturally, Russia is just as diverse as we are, technically, maybe even more. There's a lot of people that live in Russia that don't agree with what the hell is going on. Now, we probably have more to say about it because, truth will be told, we do have a smidget more freedom than they do, but that doesn't mean they don't feel the same way about it. And we also speak English, so people tend to listen to us more than they do them, right? Media tends to be behind them more than they do, right? Go, man. So when we say things like pray for Ukraine, just understand who's the perpetrators of all this violence. It's the Russian military oligarchic government power. It's not the Russian people. And when we say shit like pray for Ukraine, understand that their government ain't squeaky clean either. There's a lot of motherfuckers in the official Ukrainian government that I can give a fuck about. And I wish they didn't exist. So all these simplistic ass terms, all these putting your flags in your bios and shit, that shit don't mean nothing. There's always nuance to these type of things. So as we can pray for the people of Ukraine because they do deserve our attention, they do deserve our sympathy. There's people dying in bunkers, hospitals and shit. And you never want to see people die in those type of circumstances, no matter who they are, right? Just understand the situation that the Russian people are in. They pretty much got most of the Western world on their heels, mad at them. But it's not the Russian people. It's the government and the oligarchs. Just like we got corporations and conglomerates, so do they. And I always like to make that distinction. Just like I like to make the distinction between China and the CCP. Same thing for Russia. It's pretty much all I gotta say, though. Pray for Russia. Pray for the people of Ukraine. War is never really the answer, unless it's really necessary. But in this case, it's all about interest. And war, in a case of interest, is never just. Period.